then I don't want to. It's gonna be rough.
At some point, do it. Work. Do it.
Fixture my
I've seen
kid.
everybody else do it. It's just a little corner tap. I think that I've been hitting the middle.
One more game. Just one game. Just one game, please.
Hey, bet. I don't care.
Yeah. Let's throw it back to our casters. To the break.
Do you hear him laughing in the background?
Yeah.
Hey Fortnite fam, BallTW here to get in the nitty-gritty of competitive Fortnite. The final circles in competitive Fortnite are packed tightly with both action and players, all fighting to get the victory royale.
The next game is in 4 minutes. Let's just queue up and play a match so then we can watch endgame.
Yeah. Did you put your keyboard in your mouse in?
Not yet, I'm about to, hold up. PC servers? Dude, I gotta get my... No, dude, fix your mic, bro. This shit's horrible. Romero, boy, you'll break it out. I think it's Romero. So. Tony,
What happened?
I had you muted because it was annoying as fuck. You know, I know a renegade raider that you're better than.
For real? Where are you dropping? It's gonna be crowded. You think we could actually get to a scrim? Jacob, you think we could get into endgame?
Endgame? What do you mean? In their match? No.
No, in
They're
this
a custom
match.
server. Do you think we can make it to endgame?
Yeah, in
PC
this
servers.
match.
PC servers aren't even hard. It's just
They have scrims.
no. It's the
It's the what?
The mixed
I see a
servers.
lava.
The mixed servers are what? That's the hard servers to me. And we're playing in mixed servers right now. That's why I asked if you had a mouse.
Oh. So we're playing in a hard one right now?
I mean,
I'm scared because I don't have a gun.
oh here, I got a pistol for you.
Is it suppress? Yes, I'm good with suppress. I got a mini for you. Where? Guy right here?
I have no long range, so chill.
He has a drummy.
Holy fuck, dude. What are you building to?
Nice, you got him.
Fuck. Oh, there's more.
Oh god. You got me stuck.
I was trying to do something.
What are you doing, Jacob?
What are you doing? Move, move, I can't edit. Now we can still get down here. Because all he has to do is jump through the stair right there. Because there's nothing above us and I have no mats.
Here. Here's 27 more.
Hit him for white, or for blue.
Now I know what you mean. Jacob.
All about the server?
Yeah.
Here, just box up.
I can't, I don't have enough mats.
None of those are hitting. This guy doesn't have a teammate, so I mean if we both push.
I could die, then he hits us you. Bad. Oh, I was gonna say, did you just leave me?
He's at the reboot van.
I am not trying to push that, Jacob.
No, we got you. Oh my god, he's godlike. And he's a PC player. He fucking flint knocked me out of air. He's right there. In the corner, in the corner.
All I had was a pistol.
It don't matter, we should be in, what you call now? The video thing. Fuck. The viewing.
Well, at least I survived for like 2 seconds.
Boy, it's not even, it's easy to, I have 1 games on this. It's just, I feel like mixed input servers are harder than regular, like.
Hit at range, favors accuracy.
Oh, it shows
ability
endgame
to
type
ADS,
shit.
aim down sights, for those that are not aware of what the acronym stands for. Do just a little bit extra damage, as everything kind of, accuracy is increased, everything's pushed together, the spread is not as severe.
The game's already
Shot from
started?
the outside here, a quick little
Yeah.
tap. Laudon goes
It
down.
doesn't show another
You don't
game
need a
until
third
they're like
elimination.
in a certain circle.
That was a
That's
great
why I think.
wall or ramp, excuse me, there to mount a little bit of a defense. You know, he saw the player, he
Ooh.
eliminated the player, someone else saw him eliminate the player. I was trying to find a better way of saying that, but I was like, let's just go for it. And then,
I respect the attempt.
You know, I appreciate it. Got to try sometime. You know what's crazy? I think this is the first time we're
Surprised I
seeing
got top
This is a-
champion this guy.
today as one of these final ending zones. Now, don't forget, guys, top 25 is that placement threshold. 15, 5 to victory out are all the additional ones as well. And every elimination is a point. So, Dr. Lupo, you know, these guys,
Is this a
we
different
can't
World
stress this
Cup?
enough. Like I said earlier, this is the final few moments.
This is the pro
Everything
am.
they do is going to affect the standings, right? If they eliminate a player, if they get eliminated, maybe they make a bad
What if we
call
got
or
in the
bad
World
trade.
Cup?
It's going to directly
I can play in
impact
the
us.
World Cup
On top of that, you
thing.
can see big shifts in placement.
You could?
Might come down to the point where
I
some player
qualified.
may or may not qualify.
Do
because
it.
of a
I wanna
single
see you.
mistake.
No, I
1v1
can't play.
that's
This
lost,
is
that
the
kind of
pro
situation
am
where
is
it's right
different.
on
You
the
gotta
outside.
to get in this. You gotta win
Nebraska
like.
finding 2
You
eliminations.
gotta qualify
Second, the
for
follow
like
through is
after
on
doing the
tilt.
World Cup shit. I think.
Pushing up the ramp here. We're in the top 25.
Oh, this is
now.
better than the
Placement
World
points going
Cup?
out for everybody.
Yeah.
41 points. Enough to put Nebraska closer to the top 10. Love to see that. Campfire down to the probably the only time that might be this safe. Even then, not very safe. It's multiple players. Blind pressure shots squeaking through the walls. Nebraska's forced to turbo build. Try and save himself and a chance to heal up on that. Campfire, you saw High Sky.
High
Rotating
Sky's
next
in
to
this?
Nebraska. making it out just barely.
Face high sky?
By a hair. 52 HP is enough for a combat shot out of
I think
midair.
that's what he just said, high sky.
Grass gonna have to go back to the lobby. 52 builds left in both.
This guy's an E11.
102
Ooh,
HP.
nice
Just
shot.
kidding. 152,
Ooh,
maybe 200.
he choked the shot.
We'll see. Graska trying to find another elim. Quick edit back down into his own build, pushing forward in the outside rotation.
This guy's got to edit
in
out.
front of his opponent's box, owning as many of the surfaces as possible. Really, really solid heads-up play there.
Ooh.
Phenom out by the storm because of damage dealt just moments ago. Top 15, top 13 now as Graska picks up more placement points and the eliminations from the previous opponents.
Now don't forget, Dopeye is up above,
RBK
above him.
high
Down below
sky.
is Shaz. And
Who's
look here on the
RBK
left
high
side,
sky?
players being eliminated.
Is that high sky
as
though?
well. And
Or
look at
no?
the rift, just sending players into the sky. So now Graska's not on the highest ground tarp, so he's got to make a decision. Do I, you know, the guy on the top, Dopeye, is going to be looking up because anyone could try and potentially contest high ground. So now he's probably going to turn his attention down below. He could go for the contest and try to like overtake high ground, but
There,
right
he could
now,
edit down
man,
on
again,
him.
like with every single interaction
Oh, he only
matters,
has
it's
7
better
more
to just
builds.
wait it out, try and get those placement points
100%.
first, and then go for elims, right?
He only has 2
Seeing
builds,
slightly
1
lower
build.
average score right now.
Good
But in your
stuff.
stats,
He
goes
should
for
rip.
Oh.
He is
on
hella
the
mats.
outside. Good push there from Graska. E11 feeling real good about their recruitment right now. We've said that about Ghost, FaZe, and a number of other teams in the past, but right now, Graska definitely putting on a good show. E11 doing an excellent job, feeling good about all their
Toppy.
players.
Oh, look at that. Up on the high ground, Graska goes for the contest, and he overtakes man.
This one isn't as packed as the other,
Overtakes
as the
Dopeye up
tilted
on the
one.
high ground, and look at this dude. He
That
dropped-
tilted
he
one was
basically-
insane.
He's just got to bail on the entire situation. He's like, Graska, my bad, man. I didn't know it was your high ground.
Sorry about that. Good to go now.
Almost here.
Graska's
Top
gonna
five,
win
Lupo
this.
Getting close.
80 damage there. Graska looking to
Yeah.
follow through. See if he can pick up an elimination.
He's
Gonna
got
double layer
fucking
above. You want to keep
400
ownership
mats
of as
still,
many
500.
surfaces above as players rotate. Look at that shot.
Oh!
Takes ownership of the ceiling.
Did you
Yeah,
see that
I-
flick?
4 elimination. Or
Yeah.
4 players remaining. 8 elims right now.
Why are
Graska,
you
big
going
game.
down?
Victory Royale or not, we'll see here in
What?
a second. Dopey on the ultimate low ground.
Why is he
30
going
HP,
down?
It looks like.
He should
Trick
keep the high
and
ground.
Nyko
He is
King
at the high
fighting
ground.
out
He's
the
just gotta
same
go down
box,
so he
the
doesn't
same
get shot
box.
down.
Nyko King drops out just before getting
True.
the elim and actually goes down himself. Trick going down to Graska. It's a 1v1 with Dopey with no
Ooh,
builds,
Dopey's gonna
29
die.
HP. Here we go. The shots from above.
Oh, he has no
Constant pressure
mats.
is all it's going to take is this is Graska's game to win. Imagine a loss right now. Yeah, right. It couldn't be me.
Ooh.
And Graska takes it home.
Oh!
Very well executed from him. Just
That boy had
identifying,
10
you know,
limbs.
when to go for the high ground retake. Obviously, you want high ground heading into these later circles, but like you got to know when to do it. Because if you just go get aggressive and you're like, you know what, I'm just going to challenge this guy. Often at times it's met with a combat shotgun to the face.
Timing is everything. Timing is absolutely everything. If you like you said, if you have a player that pushes up at the wrong time, maybe that player that has the ultimate high ground is already aware of everything that's going on.
This
You
is Dr. Lupo
literally have
speaking
a
right
bead
now.
on you
Yeah.
from above. Maybe you flint knock up, maybe you redeploy, anything. You're putting yourself in a shot that in a position that basically says, "Please shoot me out of the air." This
Kuru.
elimination. Excellent gameplay there. By the way, if you are on NA East, we are in the last 3.5 minutes of queue time. Get the games in, or I mean, that's a big misstep. Why would you not? Just do it.
I mean,
Just do
especially if you have extra games, just hop in and go for those
Just do it.
elimination games or throwaway games, as sometimes we
if it's
refer
your
to them.
last one though, definitely play it all the way out for placement.
Yeah.
So important
Absolutely.
to pick up extra points there. See the mark for the circle. I mentioned that earlier.
He's
there.
lucky.
It's kind of cool that we can see that from this view.
He's good.
Peru from the Twitter gang, or I'm not sure.
I think that just means he's Karu on Twitter.
I just love all the different prefixes and stuff people put in their names. The smiley faces at the end is goated, spams L2.
I will not lose.
Love it. Love this
Billion
hit.
of them. Picks up air cool there.
I played with I Will Not Lose
Knows
before.
someone else is close.
Who?
Lux here as well.
I
Gonna get picked up.
recognize his
And he's
name.
gonna send Stinks
Who?
RPGs the
I Will
likes
Not
over
Lose.
Karu's way. But look at all this free loot. I believe that is a chug jug as well. I mean, I feel like if you're gonna go ahead and dedicate the 10 seconds for the Meg, yeah,
the chug.
just take the extra 5.
Chug. Why are you not using the chug?
What as the online opens?
It's, you know, maybe he's just feeling a little bit of pressure here from things around him. Remember,
the
we have
online opens?
more,
What's that
I
mean?
guess,
I'm
like
confused.
insight on this, just because we can see more. We have more information than Karu does in this game. So
I feel like he's got to have the audio cues to know that no one is around him. Or
He
at least
could've
no one's
popped
gonna
that
pressure.
chug.
The only thought could be, is there someone
Yeah,
maybe
he
1 or
should've.
2 layers up with a heavy snipe, someone that could drop into this
Instead of that
box and
med
apply
kit.
pressure when I'm not really expecting it.
Yeah.
But he was already at such high HP.
Now
Look,
he can't, though.
he's even standing still right now. This is just so you know at home. Look at that. That wasn't even a spectate issue. That was literally he sat there and did nothing.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, you might as well have just taken the chug. And just leave it behind. You know, listen, it's okay.
Leaving it behind now makes sense.
Yeah.
You're not going to get a chance to use that, but not using the chug in that moment feels like a misplay.
He's good though. Look how much movement he has. He's a baller.
Could come
2 rift to goes and 2 launch pads.
If he gets I believe.
And he has smokes or shadows.
Yeah. You know, I believe that might be what he's banking on. It's like, look, let's just go for the side.
He knows. He read the script, right? He knows that this is about to be an Elam for him. Joke, by the way. Internet, Reddit, please. There's no actual script. Kidding. 30 players left. We'll get a top 25 soon. Crew just rotating around inside this baller.
Wait, don't you have to be there to be playing?
You don't want to make yourself a target and make anybody frustrated. You break their builds, that kind of thing.
I think they are, maybe.
They're going to lash back. Calebur in the feed, pick it up.
Oh, you have to be there to play?
High ground still.
So like be at the place?
He's not the only
They're doing
one,
customs. Like this isn't a custom game.
Ballers in front.
So like they can't get stream sniped unless somebody found out the code, which I highly doubt.
We're gonna see, right? Everyone's slowing down their game. Justin, unfortunately, gonna be edged out right there at the end. And
do you know the code?
When you wanted to, this is like the least optimal time to be eliminated, right? Right on the edge of top 25.
Because the heartbreaking, because you wasted 20 minutes.
Are you playing it?
26, and then you get popped. Whoever you see in the feed next. Oh, there it is. I believe.
Did you hear that too?
Goes down.
What?
Very sad.
Yeah. If you jump into a game and you're eliminated like 86, maybe pick one Elam or 2, you're like, you know what?
Oh, they're fighting for high ground.
I hopped in.
Good use of time.
Yeah, but if you hop in like that.
Oh my God! I just see everybody fighting for high ground.
I guess the last game too, not a huge deal.
Can you invite me to the party?
But this is a lot of players. Styles on Gek all the way to the bottom of your screen, falling outside of the zone.
Wait, go to fight your base. Go to fight. I'm tweaking, dude. Hold on.
Percently, 0 elims, 101 builds, 17 left, looking all the way up top, pushing his way back up. Player inside, a lot of baller play in here. You got to remember.
Yo.
Gotta be careful because there's gonna be a lot of people flying around you.
Are you watching
all
this?
the way to the top. Zakep, NA East out of time for queuing. Lugabot dropping in as well. Sebi goes down.
I think they're about to do
that elimination.
Wait,
you know, I feel like at this point, because there's so many ballers rolling around, like you just gotta
yeah, I think they're doing custom.
Speaking of Animal Force out of the ball, are gonna have to build up and
it's probably like some extremely long ass shit,
which is kind of tough because there's nothing else connecting what he's built in on unless somebody connected from above, which they may have.
Animal right now?
We'll see here. Good chance to farm up a little bit of tree. Some wood there. He's only at 331. Might as well pick up as much as he can. Move forward and build out towards the front of the safe zone, boxing up and looking back inside for an opportunity to take shots. Awareness here extremely important. As a player in a potential top 10 on the board situation, you want to look for every chance you have to pick up even just one Elam.
He only has
even
one kill though.
A player that may go down to the storm because that will count as point 2. You have that 60-second window. Recent patch changes, changing the way that players are playing. Shots through the window, big hit there, finds Briggs, an elimination. 8 remaining, that's the second one for Animal.
He finds himself.
Oh no, he dropped the shotgun.
He did not pick it up. I don't think he realized. Unfortunately, he's gonna be
that fucked him
caught
over.
off guard there a little. Unfortunately, when you happen to in those situations when you're trying to rapidly pick up loot, you're just gonna drop a few things that you don't mean to, and that's kind of what we saw, unfortunately. But look at all
that guy has mega high
ground.
He has to drop down.
Like Percently's basically in the stratosphere right now. Just now deciding. Let me rejoin everyone down below. Playing Fortnite, Mooncakes,
like these streams do it. Like I know it's laggy, but like when they're still up,
I'm playing a different game up in the sky. Percently and Jen now on the ultimate high. Tendons in the mid and one player, I believe, floating in right now. It's Crazy Ken dropping in. If Percently doesn't look up very soon, it's going to be scary.
They don't even have a shotgun.
He's going to go down to the storm. Tendons in the ultimate low.
I know.
Percently has the HP advantage, and it does pay off big as the storm takes Tendons out.
He got the
and that's a victory royale, a 1 elimination victory royale. 11 points is still big.
Yeah, it's hard, right? Because like in games like that where you have the 1 elimination and the 10 points from the victory royale, it's kind of like, you know, you could have gone for more, but it's 11 points.
11. Look at it this way: 1 elimination and 26th. That's 1. 1 elimination and a win.
Symphony.
Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Still got the victory royale. It all adds up. While Symphony,
quick edits.
name we've seen maybe
He
once
has
or twice.
garbage ass loot too.
Very well-known player here. 40 remaining. Good to see everybody making the sneak their way out under the main stage here in NA East. If you're just tuning in, we're coming up towards the end of these NA East games. The last week for solo
Where does he live at then?
Week 9 here. It's been 5 of them total.
Look at the bottom right. Look at all those people in that zone.
Yeah.
Do not qualify
that tilted
one
one was
for New
insane.
York City.
There was like 40 people in the last one, and they had to rotate up a mountain.
Well, it's crazy that
it's the last minute. That's why I think these are the highest tension games, and that's why I think players are putting on an excellent performance.
I wonder how many people are left.
Shots here, the infantry rifle. Oh my gosh! Nylon
is bad aim.
Beamed out of midair. Symphony showing that he does have the good aim, that good that you want.
That good.
You know, man, this is such a great point though, in that like, because this is coming down to the final few games, right? This final 10, either 10
Symphony
games
has like
or
no
3-hour window to
IQ.
play
He's just
in.
good.
You're just going to see people play very different, right? Like,
does.
maybe someone's more aggressive, but you're trying to say, look, I need to play for placements. I got to at least hit top 25.
Ghost Aiden's in this.
Right, to maximize
Ghost
my
Aiden
time.
is?
Maybe someone plays very, very
I saw his name.
defensively. So much so that we saw, like, last game, they only got the 1 elim, but still the 11 points, it's huge.
Yep.
But if you only get 1 elimination and you're eliminated, like, top 25, it's only 4 points, and that's where, again, we talk a lot about, you know, time management, game management, knowing when to be aggressive, when not.
Do you know how much money these people spent on
You
this
have to
fucking
realize
game?
too. I've seen a little bit of this on Twitter from a number of different
Oh,
personalities.
this guy's running 60 FPS. He's a console
People
player.
are talking about how once the 20th and the 21st
Oh wait,
goes
that's
by,
my
once
shit.
the
I'm
10th
tweaking.
week of competition is done.
Yeah, that's my shit.
Oh, Dr. Football's at the bottom. Oh, wasn't he a student?
Left
Ah,
all day. That's a lot of pressure. There's
I muted him.
I wonder what the damage
for,
threshold
a lot
is.
of the people that are out here, people that
Oh,
will not
it's,
qualify can look forward to what's next.
It basically
from
forces you to where you have to push somebody to fight them.
But there is a lot of stress.
That way
right
it stops
because
camping or
you're
whatever.
down the last 2 weeks, so people I think are a little more punishing in their own gameplay, a little less forgiving on mistakes they make themselves. So once this is done, you get a good reset period for people that have qualified, a good a mental break, just for a little bit. But then you gotta stay serious after that, get back into it, because New York City is just around the corner. Coming up in the late July, it's gonna be a big.
I mean, it's very easy, you know, to be eliminated.
See how laggy
and maybe
it is?
not qualify or what have you, and get very down on yourself and down on your skills. But at the end of the day, you got to remember, these players are top 3,000 in their region. They are here for a reason.
Like, what are those
all their hard work,
crosshairs?
things like
That was
those
Bizzle.
All people right there on the edge of top 25
I wonder if he
well.
wasn't using
You hate
guns
to see
because he
it, but
qualified for
you know,
the
man, at the end of the
World
day,
Cup twice
you just got to
without
remember
Yeah.
that you're here for a reason. You're an incredible player, and there's always going to be more opportunities in the future.
Thanks, Zeke. I knew I was incredible, but hearing it from you helps quite a bit. Your placement positions right there in the top right of your screen. Oceania, Asia, Brazil, 1 apiece. 8 for Europe, 6 for NA East, 2 for NA West. And
Why does Europe have more than
if you're a real
NA
gamer out
East?
there, you're putting something big out.
Wait, what is that?
See a cool clip, anything like that.
It's like if you
Hashtag
come
Fortnite World
top
Cup.
6
Tag us on Twitter,
for
Zeke
NA
specifically.
East and you go to
Oh,
New
man,
York,
I
top
love
8 for
when
Europe
people
versus
post
New York.
things. I love interacting
Top
with the
1
community.
for
It's a lot of fun. What?
There's good people out there.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. Just like the Sneaky Bro art, they sent us the artwork as well. I mean,
The Fortnite.
the Fortnite.
10
Yeah,
points
Oh
is
my
the
gosh.
victory?
Inside this box.
That was Dr.
Doing
Football,
non-stop
whoever.
Oh wait, no,
work.
that's in total.
Guys takes Dr. Football out, pushing up. Horn in the ultimate high ground.
I see
Now,
Holy
Symphony
fuck.
Wifa.
and Vivid.
No shield and trying to rotate forward. Vivid from Liquid,
L2
another player
Timmy
we
is
kept our
still
eyes
in.
on previously. I actually
He's
caught
clearly
a
a console player.
clip of
That
Vivid
kid was
flying off
drinking
the
in
map
the
earlier in
open.
quad. You gotta be real
Discovery
careful with those, bud. You gotta be real careful with those. 15 players left. Placement points out for everybody involved. Kez still inside this box. Down to 28 shield tag from the back. Gonna have to wall off and protect himself. Drop in there, the baller causing a bit of a ruckus. Shot
inside
inside
as well.
Symphony catches him inside a box. Can't fire. Goes unused. Symphony 10 bandages for a late game heal off if needed. I guess
He
pick it
still
up.
has
Jason
700
Tyler's in the
max.
feed. 12 players remaining.
Yeah.
If you're at home wondering why we try and commentate a majority of what you see on your screen in relevant times
What
like
the
this,
fuck?
Bro, that lag.
players that,
Jesus.
spectators that will be able to
Oh,
watch
he's gonna
the stream,
kill him.
people that are potentially blind that enjoy listening to Fortnite. Just keep that in mind when we talk about everything that happens here. 9 players, 8 players left. This is Lucky from Tempo, already qualified, but does go down to Thwipo. 8 players left now, simply building up at a shot from above.
No, it says like Tempo.
Reset and a build overtakes ultimate high ground.
Oh, I think Vivid died.
Can't do it.
He died his own.
Dropping it back on in. The re-challenge for ultimate high ground. Shots in the outside. Symphony down to 19 HP. He's going to have to branch out, defend up, and watch the storm. 2 ticks of the storm is going to spell the end for him.
What is he doing?
Chance from the ultimate high ground. He's got it all by himself now. 4 GG in the mid ground. Hornet, Thwipo goes down. Hornet, Dave on the ultimate low. 4 players left, and they're all on your screen on the left side. No builds remaining. Has the 10 bandages. Won't have a chance.
Oh yeah, he's dead.
Here we go.
He has to fight somebody.
No build.
Oh, where's
Hornet?
Hornet?
1v1. Hornet, Dave on the outside. A build off the last second. 52 builds remaining. Can't quite see how much his opponent has. 1 minute and excellent timing in the pop there, but this wall is going to peel
Oh my, he's dead.
You have to go for the fight. It's going to be
because
over.
he got siphoned.
He made it back in.
Oh
he
my.
actually didn't even make it back in. Hornet ticked out before it even became relevant. Solid victory royale. The last second there. What a tough spot, that plateau.
Yeah.
A flat-facing wall on the plateau basically said, you got to fight it out, or you got to build real quick. Frank chose 90s to get back in the safe zone, but it didn't matter in the end. HP ended up being the deciding factor.
Tony. Hold up, I'm having my mic's muted, so I'll be back. I'm about to eat real quick.
But like you said, man, next game, more Fortnite action on deck.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Brooks got his back.
There you go.
Cosmic here. Shots through, finds Mojo inside the box.
Completely, okay. Remember this in your head. Have you ever seen people, instead of Mojo, they do O-J-O-M, and it's an elephant? Did you ever?
No, that sounds adorable, though.
Right? Every time I see Mojo, I think of that elephant.
Elephant?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Why is that so? Please pull that up on your phone. That sounds adorable.
I'm going to just type it out.
Elephant for my name.
Hashtag Fortnite World Cup, all right?
Figure out how to make a kitty cat.
O-J-O-M. Just send that to us. See, it's like a little elephant. You got the 2 eyes, the little trunk, and the little body.
I love the internet.
There you go. The more you know.
21 players left. Cosmic building up, trying to take that ultimate high ground. Not inside the safe zone yet. See in the minimap, that little white arrow spinning around. That is Cosmic right now.
This guy, Cowles, he is high ground too early.
No big deal.
No big deal.
Has the launch pad, has 2 shadow bombs, so rotation is possible. On top of that, in case something does drop out from underneath, has the redeploy as well. See here if that's something that comes into play. Shots on players rotating.
I feel like Cosmic could just camp up there.
A lot of whiffs, but no
he
big
has
deal.
Again,
look at the amount of ammo too.
But he gotta rotate
988 small rounds. Put it
I'm getting spammed.
He is still going to be able to hold the trigger down the entire game.
He is kind of close to
assuming
circles.
That it didn't overheat. Right. That's right there. You saw a window edit the center of your screen for just a second. You got to be careful with those.
The guy.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about I'm getting spammed by zombie kids.
Oh, by the way, Caden in the feed taking dubs out. Big elimination there.
That's got to do wonders for your confidence. To be able to shut down someone like Dubs, you're like, oh man, I feel like I can make more happen in this game. Man, Cosmic's
one thing
way
I like
up here,
about
though.
these
he is
World
way
Cup
up
streams
here. He's
is
got
like
the body deploy, so he's completely fine. But
that.
Yeah,
What's
he's
it
up
called?
there for
they
sure.
only show end
Competency's
games.
the next threshold.
They don't show like
surprising me.
the beginning.
No one's even contesting it. No one.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Right there.
Or at least
a couple shots back out in the storm wasn't enough to break it down just yet. He's seeing that.
He's about to get shot. Yep.
Continue to apply pressure. Can't quite pull it off. Again, no big deal. Has the redeploy. Going to fly on past. Some shots come out from players on the move.
Oh, he's
my
dead.
gosh.
Truly
I thought
punishing.
He was fine. Just kidding. Cosmic beamed out of midair.
That is so rough. Don't forget the glider deploy has a slower glide time.
It does.
So it makes you way more vulnerable in the sky. You want to wait until right before you hit down on the ground and then deploy it.
Honestly, not even that. I think the play there was shadow bomb the way down. Just rotate through. Instead, he went for the redeploy. Obviously, hindsight's always 20/20.
I was literally going to say that.
I mean, in the moment, that was the choice that he made. It ended up being not the right one, which is too bad. Back to the lobby. Actually, no more Q there. Q times are done. Don't forget that.
Right.
Shots.
Oh, he stole that kill.
Yeah,
finds one.
It's always easier for us to be like a little more critical because again, like we just have all of the information here in front of us.
Plus, we're the ultimate gamers, so
I mean, I am not. You are for sure. Not me. Everyone does know that. But yeah, sometimes we tend to be a little bit more critical, but you know, we mean it with, of course, the most love because we love Fortnite as much as the player.
Let me say this too. anybody that listens in on commentary, if you hear us talk about your gameplay and we say something that may be perceived as negative, let me tell you with 100% without a doubt, you are better than me. Don't worry. That being said, I can see things that you can't right now, and because of that and my ability to commentate the game, I have the opportunity to say things about your mistakes. Sorry. Don't worry. I hear it from a lot of people every time I mess up in stream. It's all good. 14 players left. Trick FN pushing forward. I did see the man, the myth, the legend, Yogurt Fart in this game as well, so you got to keep your eyes out for that. Big setup of names potential.
The names. Here we go.
Yep, Yogurt Fart actually.
There he goes. Finds an elimination over on Tasky, and we've been in top 15, right? So now we have another round of placement points. This is where going from top 15
Wait,
to
the
top
commentary
5,
don't match the gameplay.
That error margin, much bigger. Benji gonna picked up here.
They were just talking about somebody else.
Over on Face Maxi.
I think.
Wow.
I don't know.
Let's go, Trick.
Now it matches.
Eliminations there. Trick has a chance
like
to
they're-
get this going a little bit longer if he wants to. Opts
That's what I
not
was
to,
saying.
But he is positioned against that mountain edge, quick
Unless
window
it's
edit
someone-
and shots
he
before
just
that
killed
player can use the
Benji.
launch pad.
Oh,
and
he's
try
up
and get
top. He died in the storm.
the
just
heck
now.
out of there. Trick moving forward, going to box in and start the rotation. Still not in the safe zone.
Yeah.
Keep moving. You notice here saving materials just
I
a
feel
little
like
bit,
Trick
not
is gonna
walling
win
off
this
because he knows
one.
he's on the
Oh
ultimate
no,
low ground.
Shiga might
Oh
win.
no, Lupo, the side of the mountain. It's Father Mountain. Look, Trick has to go
Shiga
right
might
now.
win. It's
Cat
good.
is
Gotta
gonna.
do is crank 90s.
Yeah, you just gotta go up right now. And look, oh.
Actually, it's fine. Trick caught a player on rotation. Stretch is gone.
Jacob.
He edged the storm here, and he's actually.
Where do we go from here? Where are we going
safe
from here?
We'll find out in 3 seconds. 6 players left.
He only has 14 builds.
Look at the last
Can't even see
box
where
on
the
the
zone
rotation.
is.
For a lot of
Like,
people
Seven.
here. Player peeking down from above. Maybe a chance to take shots. We're going to the northwest. He's actually
Yeah, he's
perfectly
gonna be
fine.
fine.
Big
Oh
block
wait,
there for
Trick
Trick.
might win.
6
Oh, he has
3
no
builds.
mats.
Sorry,
No mats.
down to the last second shot.
Jacob.
Oh my
Colorful from the
god.
top 10.
There was also a launch pad. Did he get it?
He did not.
He
But at
didn't
this
get
point,
the launch
this late,
pad.
probably not a big deal. 3 players left. Shiga, Caden takes
1v1v1.
shots. Sandwich between 2. Trick gonna drop down and apply pressure. Says
Ooh.
Shiga, you can wait
Oh,
on the ultimate
Shiga's
high
gonna
ground. I'm gonna
die.
pick up this elimination, the HP
I
and
think
shield
so.
from that. Some materials.
Yep.
Trick down to 8.
That was a good
And
game
that's
for him.
that. Fall damage. You see that? Shiga just
Jacob.
jumped right on in.
He probably ran out of builds. Listen,
See it?
you know,
Could
at
have
the end of the
potentially
day,
slid down the edge of the mountain.
that's what probably would have been the better play there.
I'm
But
trying
at the
to
end of the day,
eat,
he
bro,
lands the
chill.
ultimate trick shot.
Okay,
Back
we
over to
can
Sundown
say
in
something
the
first.
studio. Sundown, what you got for us, friend?
What I don't have is bad jokes like that because he didn't even fire a shot. So well done from Trick there to ride that one out. Good victory royale. I'm here with Monster D. We're gonna take a look at some of the gameplay that happened in that last block real quick. Let me hop on up here and let's break these plays down.
Yeah, we got a lot going on here, and the players to look out for, E11 Graska. These E11 boys have been on a rampage, and we just want to highlight how much of a rampage these guys have been just going on. Graska in specific here, you'll see a nice string of elims kind of coming out of him using shadow bombs, just keeping it super technique and super textbook. And I just want to talk about his mentality because I follow him on social media. He is the type of player that wants to improve week after week, and that's what we've seen from his early placements around the 60th, and we've seen as high as 14th with his duo Daxer. So they are just out of contention. Anyone in that upper top 20th kind of bracket as either a solo or a duo team have what it takes to kind of seal the deal here in these final moments. And this is just a solo competition taking look here. Remember, he's going to be another player to look out for next week as well. So keep your eyes on them as, again, just wrapping things up. You saw just a little bit of Trick in the previous game. He wrapped up the likes of him. And look at this, 50 points, right? Trick was in about 55. This win right here puts him back up. That's a 4-point swing. That puts him at about 54.
Did he 360 that guy?
Graska's in a running.
No,
Yeah.
he just dropped down.
No, I'm pretty sure he
Same
360.
situation, same deal
And it
here.
just lagged like
Jake
that.
has putting on a show here, showing that the combat follow-up just
How is he hitting
no
that?
time for hesitation, the reaction speeds are
Jacob,
clean,
did
the
you see
mechanical
that?
skill is here. So not just European.
Yeah, he killed Bizzle.
Showing up here, Sundown. It's NA as well.
Yeah,
NA
did you
here
see how
making
he
a
hit
big
him?
Run throughout the evening here, and just super clean.
Super clean from Kez, indeed. Not just Europe, who has put on a show.
Oh yeah, he did
Every
360 him.
single one of our regions so far have been absurdly close. Like, we quite literally haven't seen a week like this so far. We are going to get back into the very final matches. NA East is so absurdly close. I cannot wait to see who takes away one of those last 6 spots. But we're going to go right on over back to Lupo and Zeke.
Thank you, Sundown. I appreciate you. And I do appreciate every region. Europe, NA East, NA West, Oceania, Asia, Brazil. Y'all some gamers. Keep that up. Don't change. All right? A lot of people working like crazy to try and qualify for the Fortnite World Cup in New York City. Those finals are going to be insane, by the way. Look forward to that. And let me just say, too, going through this, I can't think of anything in my career thus far that I've put more time and energy into than casting Fortnite events.
You double
Like,
headshotted
the
him.
amount of dedication from everybody on the production team to go into this, I hope that we have all done what they would consider an excellent job thus far, because this has just been a blast. And I hope we're putting on we're representing the players that we have a chance to commentate over accurately. I hope they all feel the same way about what we've done thus far. 8 spades here on your screen.
Oh no, Zip is there. He's a cheater.
Just pop a little bit of a mini. You got
You
a
got a
metal tunnel underneath with another player down below. Quick stink. These fly-ins there. Symphony top of your screen, but Baldy, player we've seen a number of times. The flint knock in hand.
Ooh. All right.
Epic AR.
A
rare combat shotgun.
This is the loadout you want.
Oh yeah, this is big value. Because he has 2 campfires, 6 minis. He's got the turret in case he gets ultimate high ground and he needs something to just connect back for 1,000 HP. It's a big value right there. Typically I say, very rarely do we see players utilize the, we'll say the pew-pew mechanic of the turret. Right there, shots. 5 goes down, a big pickup. First elimination for Baldy, 49 points. But yeah, the loadout is excellent right now. It kind of covers everything that he's going to need in any given moment right now. Poach from Liquid, smack to the bottom of your screen. A lot of players that have been in the top 10 multiple times popping up right now. Air Cool, Spades all the way at the ultimate high ground. 38 players remaining. And climb our way all the way back to the top. The launch pad out. Good rotation right now. The later you get into a game, the less value a launch pad has, because unless you're going to ramp up above and use it with the horizontal trajectory, which, don't get me wrong, is very, very good. But if you're trying to go for verticality, which, by the way, a player lands in the same box, a quick trap, it's not going to go down, but Slim still pays the price for trying to challenge Spades for ultimate high ground. Might not be the last one either. Oh my gosh, the number of players flying around above is insane. Spades, can he follow through? Can indeed. K-Dude goes down his own launch pad again. Sorry, that got ridiculous. But the late game launch pads, they lose value because the more time you spend in the air, the more opportunities other players have to take shots at you as the storm starts to close. Spades sharing the wall with another player, gotta be careful. Box up and keep on rolling.
You could be cheeky with the launch pads too, utilizing that ramp just.
Own traps. I will PayPal you $50 because that would be ridiculous.
There you
Imagine
go.
just whoosh, right in.
Like they go flying, they hold forward, and they're like, wait, that's a box.
Oh, last second.
Dang.
That barely made it in. 3 HP. He's got to stay just ahead of the storm.
I feel like he's gonna mess up in
Anyone
edit.
could just breathe in his direction.
This is one of those moments where you're thinking, I need to find a spot that
Or
I
a
can
siphon.
sit and watch for an elim. This might be the one. The campfire is what gives it away right now. Spades deciding to push forward, rotate around to the bottom. A shot behind the corner edit. Not enough. And 8 finds them down underneath. Big attempt from Spades. 3 seconds to squeak it in. 50. We're the top 25 now. Hornet all the way in the ultimate high ground, it looks like. Took it with a baller, which you don't see too often. Kind of a risky play unless you have something like a shadow bomb, which Hornet does have. Drop it down, stand inside the safe zone. Takes a lot of ticks at the storm, and that's the time for a slurp.
Yeah.
Big value slurp.
Big value slurp, but don't forget, it does take quite a while. It's 1 HP a second. He's got a long time before he's back in fighting conditions. Someone does go for the high ground challenge.
You have a player up above, and you still have one falling in, which you can hear that.
Yeah. I think that's what the player, so this player above Hornet knows that Hornet's down below, but like you said, he heard the glider redeploy. It's a very distinct sound, so he's probably just trying to keep himself safe. Hornet's trying to get aggressive here. He wants this elimination. Okay.
Big play.
All right.
Smart play there. At that point, he was getting shot at from above. He was potentially challenging a player that he was not going to be able to beat. Player behind gets caught in their own edit, goes for the pyramid play and can't get Hornet. Instead, Gal pays the price themselves. Get up that first elimination. 14 players left from the top 15 now for that second placement.
Oh, God.
Inside a box. Finds a player inside. CWV goes down. One more push rotation on the outside. Poach in your feed eliminated as well.
Oh, there's players all around Lupo.
Right underneath another player. They're holding it down. Trying to reset the ramp underneath. Can't get it 3 times. Gonna have to melee their way through.
Still alive? He doesn't
very
deserve
tense
to be
situation
here.
here. Smacked in your feet, picking up an Elim. We're down to the top 9. Hornet on 36.
Oh my
86
God!
HP. 3 Elims now for Hornet. A big reactive shot there to stay in this game. A chance for minis. Has 2 ARs. Not a big deal there, but the combat shotgun gonna come in big late game. Looking for headshots. Looking for angles from underneath. Hornet pushing forward, 66 builds left. Severe, the ultimate high ground. Players sandwiched in the middle. You hate to see somebody go down and not make it to the top 5, but here it is as the last set of placement points go out for everybody left alive. Severe, Shadow, Nick Cool,
I'll be right back.
Midas, and Hornet, the ultimate low ground. Trying to pop a med kit there. Going to be able to get it off. Gonna have to push through this wall. But stay inside. Last second. That might be enough. Coming in from underneath, you see Shadow in the ultimate high ground, popping those minis. There's a natural campfire. He could hit it real quick. He doesn't.
Okay.
No chance for a take, but he finds Shadow and gets the elimination, the victory royale, and a cool little dance move to top it off. Well played, Hornet.
That's the dance I know how to do, sort of. Bro, that was great. So much happened. Like
a lot happened in the last second.
Like technical skill-wise, game sense-wise, knowing how to like get players to do what you want them to do.
Hornet's heads up flick while rotating in the last second to stay alive.
Yes.
Was huge.
Against Smacked, that was insane. Literally jumped over his head, boom. 180 flicked him.
Made his way the rest of the way in. Well played there.
And you got to think too, that's going to affect Smack's potential leaderboard setup, right? Maybe that shuts him down, and maybe that could have been his last game. We don't know how that's going to affect the standings until we take a look later on. Don't forget, there's only the 6 spots here.
Listen, at least Golden Boy is
insane.
At least Golden Boy is not here to call him
Oh,
smoke,
this kid's a god, I know.
JDW in your feed, picking off
very
complexities.
underrated.
Macwood, 46 players now. That's a very early elimination for the player. Let me just put this out there, and you let me know if you agree or not.
All right.
Consistency across the board for loadouts is typically
Oh, he's in his box.
combat shotgun.
What's happening?
An AR of some
Oh,
sort.
he killed him.
Right.
1 or 2 mobility items and a heal. And
yes.
if it's not 2 mobility items, it's only 1. I would say potentially 2 heals, and then the last utility slot, you could, if it's not 2 heals, you could say is a heavy sniper flintlock.
Yes. So typically we're
every
saying
single loadout.
pretty much exactly that. So it's either going to be 2, like let's say it's like a rift, some kind of mobility, 2 heals. Sometimes we see people, even if they're lucky to find them along the game, we've seen people with like 6 half shields, right?
Oh, yeah.
2 whole slots dedicated to 3 half shields apiece. And then you're like, oh, this guy just wants to fight the whole time.
Because it's the only thing to run. I'm saying people are running the same consistent builds because consistency is huge in a BR game. And if you have a loadout that is consistently showing top performance, players are going to favor it. That's something to take note of if you're trying to step your own game up. Maybe you're not going to make it to this World Cup, but I guarantee you there's going to be events from Epic for Fortnite in the future. This ain't the end, believe me. And so learning those kind of setups and watching how the meta changes as the game evolves. I mean, we're getting updates that change things weekly. That is Fortnite. You need to just accept that that's Fortnite. Now let's all finally settle and say yes, it is a game that includes an evolution of meta constantly, which means the players are constantly being pushed to try and figure out how to play the next setup the best, and that's good. You want that because I'm gonna be very honest with you. From a spectator side, I feel like potentially a level of staleness would happen if you're like, all right, we're back to a pump shotgun and an SMG to swap to. Pump shotgun, SMG to swap to. I feel like the combat shotgun has created more opportunities for back-to-back-to-back eliminations. You see Fiber going down there to Animal. It's just a situation where the game is trying to evolve in a way that makes it more representative of higher skill players and less representative of this guy is really good at the one thing all the time. You want to see people that can do it all.
Right.
You want the jack of all trades players to shine, because they're the ones that have really put in a crazy amount of effort. They have skill, the knowledge to pick up everything about the game that they can as it changes. Sorry, I'm so long-winded about this. I'm very passionate about competitive Fortnite.
Yeah, yeah.
It's become such a big piece of what I do and what you do. Have to at least admit, those people have to at least admit that they're happy with the way that, I mean, an esport.
You know, Fortnite is an ever-evolving game, and you know, it is a battle royale, and there is some kind of randomness involved in that, right? Like you land in a POI, and there's some form of random.
But you
loot
can
generated.
harness that.
Correct, and it's why these players excel is because they can minimize that randomness factor, right? Like you said, their consistency. What can they do to minimize that randomness and give them an edge, which then propels? Great example. He knows what he does best. His rifling skills, his combat skills, his long-range shots. He's in a great position to do this, right? He didn't just land on this loadout. He worked for this loadout. He said, "Where do I need to go? When?" Like, I guess borderline one-dimensional, kind of, but there's actually so much depth to the game.
I wouldn't even say on the surface it seems that way. You've got building and shooting and strategic positioning.
Yeah,
there's a lot to it.
Elevation, game changes, what you land with, you know, how you're feeling on the day, what your skills are like, where you've spent your time. Have you done your shooting practice? Have you gone into playgrounds before then to practice up your building skills? There's so much. This is why I love Fortnite, dude. You're going to make me nerd out, and we're going to have long conversations about this.
This has been Deep Thoughts with Lupo and Zeke. Meanwhile, top 5 situation. My apologies for all that. Unknown from KNG with 6 eliminations. 19 builds. That Rift may or may not come into use here. It'll be tough to know just yet. TJ, the ultimate low ground. We're already in the top 3. The swap there, Baltic, Dylan, Glow Navy going down outside in the storm. Unknown dropping in and challenging Jfree, but he actually gets dropped all the way to the bottom. Stuck top to bottom of TJ.
Oh my
box, the traps.
Oh my gosh, he completely shuts down Jfree. But look at the health difference. If he's not careful, when they spend time in the storm, Jfree has health advantage. He's got to be really careful how he approaches this.
The slurp, though, Unknown could potentially pop it. Should here momentarily, I almost anticipate. Here we go.
What, boy?
Do you think he just waits for him to drop down and rips him and hopes that the slurp is enough to run him over?
What's the other guy doing?
Storm Jfree in the ultimate high. He's still ticking
13. No
Where's
builds.
the other guy?
He's
He's gonna party.
Yep, there we go. The shot.
Invite me, dude.
Underneath, can't quite connect.
20.
Instead.
Invite me, dude. Dude, invite me, dude. Dip.
Chill out.
What are you playing?
Unknown is a god.
What are you playing?
Go to fight. I made a dope ass zone war map.
Nice. Oh, the guy who just won his
For me, it says you're disconnected.
Bro, what was his name?
Yeah. Kangarna Unknown. Well, it's Kanji Unknown.
KRG.
Clicks. Clicks is 4.
Send me another one.
Damn, they got so much money.
World Cup's gonna be more crazy.
Okay, I got it.
Yep.
It says you're disconnected again.
Clicks is only 14 years old and he's so good.
Jacob!
Dubs is 16 or some shit. What, Tony?
It's not. Are we in duels or what?
Clarity, G.
I don't even know what skin you're wearing. I can't see you.
Red and white.
I can't see you. I can't see anything. I can't see what skin you're wearing. I can't see what. Back fingering. Ready up. Are you in a game?
Wait, why top 9 qualify?
How about now?
Oh, they already qualified.
How about now? Because I'm up right now. Because I'm tired right now.
The hell is he doing?
Who?
Luca, what is it?
Jake, Paul.
Tony, I'm not in your game, boy.
At the Fortnite World
Secret Minecraft.
Final again. Congratulations. But
Where's my name? What?
up here, only
That white dude looks funny.
Have been filled. We have 2 more for you coming out of NA West. But for now,
which one, the one on the right or the left?
Quick, well, not so quick. We're gonna go on a 30-minute
The one on
break
the right.
in between the regions.
Them big ass moon boots.
That's Sundown. The kid on the left looks like his little brother. And then the guy on the right's like his backup. What? You saw him T-pose? That was nasty.
Well, I didn't even see it.
Sundown just T-posed, like, within silence. Holy shit. Ballers get contested so much. How you know these people?
FaZe Mega? Is he even in FaZe?
Yeah, he's a god. He's probably, if I had to say, the most underrated player.
Fuck, that one TSM member, Ace Prodigy or some shit. He only gets like fucking 90 views and he qualified for Pro-Am.
Yeah, I know, they're good.
Do you like my spam, Jacob?
And then ain't FaZe Dubs like only 16 or some shit?
Ready up!
Not like that, he's young. Bro, Mega and Dubs, yeah, his dual partner is Mega. Dubs is. Gold scar. Nope. Oh, that's a good.
Why ain't it working, Tony? What the fuck?
It's probably me. My game's laggy as heck.
Islands. We just gotta watch this for 30 minutes. There's someone else here. Why is he crouching like that? Doesn't even show who died in the top left. It says there's someone else there. He's going to push him. Oh.
Why are they
you watching or
why are they huh? I'm like watching it. Sorry. Wait, what?
I was gonna ask if you're watching or like you're playing.
Is he a real FaZe member?
Yeah, he's a real FaZe member.
Oh, the FaZe died.
Oh yeah.
These are just replays. It says you're watching NA East Highlands. There's no way this.
You ready, Jacob?
Never mind. But look how good Mega is. He's a
I saw that
beast.
edit he did, but he didn't get a kill there.
Oh, yeah, we could edit.
Jake, Jake. Ready? You get this W?
No way Mega kills me.
Jacob!
By getting contested by 2 people. Is he gonna? No, he's not.
Okay, where we gonna drop? Where we drop?
Tony boy, fix your motherfucking mic shit.
The weak shadow's pretty good.
Tony, fix your mic.
I'm good. It's just I gotta put a blanket on.
What is that setup? Oh, he got laser. The birdie with the Battlehound Pac-Man. Or whatever that is.
I'm like the only person who could qualify to play in the World Cup things, but I don't even like do the matches.
Why?
I'm just never
Why
on
don't
the
you
play.
just...
It sounds like a drum gun.
Well, I'm doing the duos one.
If you bait him for me, Tony, I could kill him. I played in it like one time.
I know someone that qualified, but he couldn't play.
I just killed him with my pickaxe.
Like the finals because he had something. Because he was like.
And he
on
only hit me once.
vacation.
Isn't that sad?
Like he was going somewhere.
You have that gun? Or what? Guys downstairs?
Don't go down, don't go down.
Oh my god, laser.
Hey, please.
The other guy went down, the other guy went
I'm
down.
gonna set a timer for 24 minutes. And I'm gonna just play a game.
So it starts back in like 20 minutes.
Well, yeah, they're showing replays right now.
He got the res.
They're just showing high kill games, but like, they're showing low people and
Nice.
You know, in one shot, if you eat coconuts, you get shield.
Yeah.
It could be like a 2-shot.
Dude, I didn't even get your card. I'm going back down.
I wanna play random duos.
Fuck, dude.
I think I'm allergic to cats. I think I'm allergic to cats though.
Wasn't Vivid in it?
What?
The Pro-Am?
What, this year?
Say Mega is a real phase member?
You mean the Pro-Am this year or last year?
Yeah, this year.
I have no idea.
I'm
I'm pretty sure he is, because I wouldn't see him not be it.
Listen, Jarvis, have you actually ever liked any of the girlfriends you've been with? Have you ever had a crush on a girlfriend? Have you ever faked a tricks on? Have you ever stolen? Alright, what's going on, FaZe Clan? I'm here with the bros at the FaZe house. We got Ola, we got Alex, we got Tico, we got Jarvis, we got Kay. That's insane, Jarvis. And we have a special video for you guys.
Where are we going?
Salties. Quit opening my door.
Jacob,
Huh?
do you guys still live at that same house?
Do we what?
Do you guys still live at that same house?
Yes, boy.
Still?
Yes, boy.
Does Junior have his own house?
No, boy.
Jacob, I'm stuck on here, so.
I'm dead already, boy. And then Tommy gun him. It's Tony.
Get off me, you can.
He's one shot. There's a guy in the garage too. Above you, build a wall, build, oh my god.
Holy shit, Ninja tryhard. No!
You have hella mats.
Huh?
You had hella mats.
He already has 4 kills. Good god.
I tried to build.
My pistol loaded. Loaded. Everywhere. Old people, mate. People are not gonna bleed. Somebody can leave where the fuck up. He's supposed to just check up. Whatever, let the people cold away from me.
Yo, you ever piss yourself in the past 2 years? No. Oh my god. I might have didn't piss myself. Alright, listen. Alex, is there someone in this room that you do not like? That you just hate? No. Don't hate anyone. That's awesome. Alright, Alex. Trick shot on MW2 and stuff. Have you ever faked a trick shot? Faked a trick shot? Never faked a trick shot. Oh, would you absolutely not have that Orba for $1 million? Yeah. What? Honestly, listen, Alex, we're gonna give you one more question. Another one, the big one. You're trading us.
Who dropped it?
Tilted, boy.
Two. landed on double deagle. You good?
Yeah.
Get off me, bum. That's what they kill.
I'm lagging so bad, dude.
Same. I might have been the 200, 300. Make that 400 right now. Ooh, try this.
Hey,
I
stop
can't believe I
fighting
just pulled a
without me.
big pot in the middle tilted. What's up?
Yo, chill, bro.
Do you have any shields?
Whoa!
Nope.
Sorry. Yes, man. It's 7
I mean.
18.
Put it for 106.
I just play Game of Arena.
Oh, you're gonna take that? Let me get some bands.
Do you need anything?
Do you have any? No. I need a better AR and a better shotgun.
You have that?
Ooh. Yes. Oh, I love that. I do need a shotgun. Guy right here.
Or it's in the air?
He's on me.
Just come back this way, come back this way. Don't you got a shadow?
Really max now.
Let's go get that supply drop.
Bandages.
I got some bandages too. I say we get that supply drop.
My bandage up.
Yo, chill with your mic.
Sorry.
Bro, it's just so annoying.
Alright, there goes. That should be better.
Come to the supply drop.
I'm coming. Oh, there's guys on me. I gotta run.
You have shadows, don't you?
No, I use a shadow.
Are they on you?
No, I ran. They're shooting at people. And I'm by those people.
Try to come back this way.
I'm here. Oh, I can get a scar. Ooh. Scar? What's it called?
Fuck, dude.
How'd you die?
Sniper. Hey, you should be able to get me. Fuck, he's building up right there. Shoot him down. You're just making him glide farther. Here, get him. You have to kill him. Jump.
I have no mats. I have no mats. What happened to that big pot you gave me? I'm dead.
Oh, dude. This fucking sucks, dude. We get dog shit loot.
Where are we dropping?
Let's go.
Because he is a family member. Sure, his little brother is sitting behind us. Yeah, that's crazy.